go.
Seriously? Again with the car keys? You know, you don't have to help.
Interact with your favorite streamers on Mixer.
Over 100 great games.
Endless play.
New titles monthly. More is...
My job? It's pretty awesome. I work the drive-thru at Xbox Game Pass. Hey, welcome to Game Pass. How can I help you?
We'll take Halo and Gears of War.
Get Banjo-Kazooie, get Banjo-Kazooie. You can get all of these, and it's just $9.99 a month.
What? It's weirdly challenging to convince people they can get over 100 games.
Every game?
You can get all of them.
All right, Soul Calibur 2?
All of them. Oh, we got zombie games.
Borderlands?
All of them.
So then we'll take everything?
Excellent choice. I love this guy. Comes in every Friday.
Start your free 14-day trial now.
We are live here at the Gears Pro Circuit Dallas Open on the main stage. Coming up on the blue side, their slaying ability can ride them to the top. If they're hot, you will drop. It's Allegiance! And on the other side, they are the top European team coming to dominate the North American squads and the world. It's Fable! All right. I'm here with Franco here from Allegiance now. You guys had a dominating first game there, took out Optic Gaming, making history here on the Gears Pro Circuit. How do you guys stay focused and realize that this is Friday night at 6 o'clock and not Sunday night at 6 o'clock?
Just realize that, we have to just keep the momentum that we just took from Optic. They're a great team and, championship caliber team. And, they'll bounce back, but we have to take the momentum we just won from them and show our dominance throughout the whole tournament.
Now we got the top European team over here across from you in Fable. Tell me, what do you think about this squad? Where are their weaknesses? Are you guys going to destroy them or what?
I mean, they're a good team in Europe, but like I said, I don't think they're a threat over here. I mean, they've played them about 4 times or 3 times, and they've gotten cooked. So I expect the same thing right now. So.
All right, saying the main stage is a hot sizzling pan over here for you, Rage. Now tell me, what is that mindset when you come over here to play these North American teams?
I think we just got to play with confidence and play like we do against everyone else in the EU, and we'll be fine. We don't get a scrim against these ever really, but that could go to our advantage as well.
Now you talk about that working to your advantage. Now this squad over here, they just took out Optic. Does that shake you guys up a little bit? What does that do to the mentality of the Fable team?
No, it don't do nothing. I think they just got lucky. I don't think they'll ever do it again.
Oh, he said he think y'all got lucky. We got a hot stage here, fellas. Allegiance, Fable, lock it up.
What drives me to pursue esports is really just the passion that I've had for video games for so many years. I started really playing Gears when I was 11 years old, starting with Gears 1. My family is actually really supportive, surprisingly, because for years I've always been oh, why are you playing Xbox so much? Why are you doing this? And then now they actually see that I'm actually getting a living out of it. And also these events, just meeting everyone and just getting to play a game that you love. So it's imagine doing that as a job. That's a lot of people's dream. We all know if we all play we actually can, and as a team, we know we can definitely get top 4 and beat all these American teams that feel like we're nothing.
Welcome back. We are going to see Allegiance go against Fable, but we are joined today with Immortal Spawn, one of my first teammates ever at MLG. Immortal, really? How are you liking this whole experience?
I'm loving it. This time last year, I would have lost my voice already, but I still got it, and I'm going to keep it this weekend, and I'm having a great time. Like you said, Belly, the amount of history that we have here. 10 years ago, the first MLG tournament, I stole Belly off of Blaze's team.
Yes!
Me and Belly.
I feel like I should separate you.
Me and Belly showed up to that tournament. We got beasted. We got
showed up. Oh yeah, I'm about to say. What you mean showed up?
Hey,
what place
I finished the sentence for you, but just pointing out the amount of history here. 10 years of Gears, man. It's incredible. So I'm just having a great time.
I mean, we've come a long way. We're playing for $2 million this season, man.
Insane.
It's crazy, but. Okay, for the people at home, Benson, he came running at me, smiling like a kid. He's like, hey, listen, man, you got to ask me this question. So, Benson, I'm going to ask you the question. How important is a Fable and Allegiance game for the pool?
Now, before I start, every commentator is allowed their one crazy moment, right? Everyone's allowed that one.
The tinfoil moment.
Right, the tinfoil hat moment. When you watch the History Channel, the guy's like, aliens. This is my alien moment for the day,
Ready?
Okay? This next matchup is the most important game out of any game that we're going to see. Okay. And here's why. Allegiance just caused the biggest upset in Gears of War 4 history, right? They beat Optic Gaming in pool play. Optic's never lost in pool play. Traditionally, in pool play, in many esports, what happens when you cause a big upset? You get over-complacent. You get very, very confident. You're feeling on top of the world, and all of a sudden, another upset occurs. We've seen it happen in Gears of War. We've seen it happen in so many different esports. So, I think Fable come out and beat ALG here. I know a lot of people say, oh, you know, you're so pro-Europe, you're so biased. Obviously, the stuff I said on the bracket show, I have Fable going pretty far.
Yeah.
Now,
Same here.
if that does happen, and my whole theory is based on this result, okay? All based on this result, you have Optic Gaming who lost first game of the day. They played last game of the day. That is a 5 to 6 hour break period where all you're doing is communicating about what went wrong.
Okay.
You have Icy, who I brought that point up earlier on. Watch his team win with a sub, right? He's gonna be thinking, yo, am I the issue? Is my team better without me? You have, you know, internally as well, a couple of players that they were planning on playing at the Call of Duty event next week, right?
Yeah.
So you have all this like, oh, well, we didn't take practice seriously. Like, oh, so much stuff. So you have a 5 hour period where Optic Gaming haven't played, right? And then you're gonna have a Fable team who just beat ALG hot, and then immediately play next. I can honestly see Optic Gaming going 0-2 in their pool. Ooh. It sounds crazy. Now, listen, it goes further. I go deep down this rabbit hole. If that happens, Optic Gaming will be in the losers bracket, right? They have never played from 8 a.m. to like a 2 a.m. long open bracket day. Never. They've never been in that situation ever. Online, they went from playing 3 scrims to 2 because when they got to that third one, they were having some issues.
Yeah.
I can honestly see Optic Gaming, if everything I said comes true, finishing 5th, 6th.
What? We're talking about Optic Gaming, man.
You know, like
that's my tinfoil hat moment, Belly. Don't take it away.
If they do go 0-2, I'm gonna ask you who are going to be the teams above them.
Tell me though that doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I'm about to empty my pocket and just say that's not going to happen again.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
What I got?
It's a hard thing to do. Don't get me wrong, man. I get what you're saying and I see where you're coming from, and I'm not gonna throw you under the bus on this one, okay?
Sven,
it's definitely.
I have this $2 bill. It's my lucky $2 bill. It's been with me for.
Do you want to know something crazy?
This has to be worth like $375 or something.
Do you want to know something crazy?
It's been with me for this long.
I have a $2 bill in my wallet as well.
Really?
Yep.
All right. I think they're on the table then. I think the twos are on the table. Which Optics?
If Fable win this game,
I thought, wait, this is the Optic top. This is the outside of 5-6.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If Fable win this game, if Fable beat ALG,
you're taking
everything I said. I'll take that $2 bet. The Optic finish like.
You're gonna take his $2 bill, right?
All right, come on.
Bet. All right, we just shook hands.
Hold up your money. Show them. Why would anybody want that $2 bill? And it looks busted.
Hey, that $2 bill.
It's a $2 bill.
It's been in a mortal's pocket for.
Exactly.
Yes, but of course Vincent is going to root for the European team because, of course, listen to his actions.
So many people in Europe said I was anti-Europe. So many people said I hated the Europeans.
Yes, but the first map is actually going to be on Lift or Mortal Spawn. What are we going to notice this game?
Yeah, so we're gonna, the fight's gonna be at this B hill. Usually like to see a weapon get down placed there. Usually gonna be 3 people heading that way.
Yep.
Love to see teams sort of, change their strategy up a little bit. Send that 3 there, but do things a little bit differently. Keep your opponent guessing. But that's gonna be the focus of this fight. And come round 7, the hills are gonna swap, and the home hills are gonna be on the street. But that's gonna be the focus.
Yes, we're going to see the best European team in Fable Esports go against Red Hot Allegiance. Or we're kicking it off right now to Benson.
I'm so excited for this game, Blaze. I know I just went out there. I know.
Yeah,
you know me. You keep me level. You don't let me go 0 to 100 every time.
Well, I will say that was one of the biggest upsets so far in Dallas. I won't say it was the biggest upset in Gears 4 history. Just yet, nah.
Gears of War 4.
Gears of War 4, yeah. Like, we might have saw some earlier, but you're right. They haven't lost in pool play before, so that is a big thing, and that will affect the brackets. And pretty much all our brackets that we predicted kind of went out the door.
Oh, they completely went out the window real fast.
We're going to have to come up with new ones tomorrow here, though. But, hey, I believe with you that Fable does have a good chance of taking this match versus Allegiance. But Allegiance was so fire in that match versus Optics. They're bringing a lot to this table here.
That's the thing. My whole theory is based on Fable winning this game. And if I'm completely honest, I don't know if they will. Because the way that we saw Allegiance play was absolutely phenomenal. Like, I was speaking to Franco, and he was just saying, I got so much faith in my teammates around me. We're not just 5 guys that are running and gunning. We have brains. We're really playing smart. We're making good decisions, and that's why I'm so excited to have an analyst desk, because I know at the end of the series, Rob's going to break everything down, like all those small, minute things that they do so well.
Yes, they are here, but as you see at the scoreboard, you're going to have Allegiance with a good lead here. 2 hills in their control. Fable's going to have to try to battle. They need their home hill, so that next guy that comes out for respawn, get that home hill, get some points, because right now you're going to be in that territory where you need that domination here. And as you can see, Allegiance has been controlling this map this entire time.
Yes, as they have on board with Phelpsy now from Fable. Unfortunately, he is going to fall. It's Jerpy that cleans him up. That's his 4th kill of round number 1. And in terms of the score, it is all ALG, 112 to 35 points. And looking good for Allegiance to take the first round. We'll see, though, because potentially trip cap domination comes Fable. All of a sudden, they flick a switch. And next thing you know, the pressure is going down. Jerpy, though, has to back away.
Yeah, he's going to have to back away right here, but as you see, he's going to be okay. As you got Fable, they're the only team that's getting points right here. They're contesting both these home hills. You're going to have Allegiance get their home hill here. Allegiance is going to be at that point where, hey, you know, they could just play the 2 cap if they want to, but I don't believe in that. I think you still want to bring that aggression because Fable are on their heels right now. They're just struggling to get out of their spawn and try to keep control over this home hill. They can't really branch off towards that B hill, and they have to win this team fight. But you see Jerpy picking up a double kill, going big right there. The silent Slayer right there for Allegiance.
Yeah, Jerpy, nicely done. Sam and Rage will both pick up kills, though. So for now, Fable stay alive. But you look at the damage that Allegiance has done. 159 to 87. A trip cap could come through here in favor of Allegiance as well. Shock doing shock-like things. That's his 6th kill. Makes his way over towards the A. Once again, the trip cap domination coming through. It should be broken, but now the question, can Shock continuously slay? He finds one. He's going to have a couple more players from Fable pushing towards him, but he backs out wisely. I just look at the damage that's been done here, guy.
Yeah, it's been, you know, you got a 100-point lead right here. You're struggling to get control of your home hill. This round's going to be, it's a wash right here. It's definitely going to be Allegiance round number 1. Now the real question is to say, hey, you know what? What does Fable want to put down right here? You know, typically European teams have been known to be a lot more passive when it comes down to their weapon placements. You know, they don't keep anything on the map more powerful than a sniper rifle. You usually have your sniper, your ensigns, and your nades. But on a map here, like Lift, you have a lot more weapon slots. So we're gonna see some big. We're probably gonna see some boom shots on it. Maybe see a drop shot, a torque bow, or something. But they're gonna have to really be smart about these weapon selections and when they want to use their blocks and when they want to put down these nades here as well. But they're gonna choose to put these ensigns. I like it.
I will say I'm so impressed early on with Allegiance, right? They come out, they beat up the gaming and pool play, and now they come into this game, and that first round, that's an indication as how the rest of this series is going to go. That is wonderful stuff from them. They're playing exactly that same intensity we saw early on in the day. They are not kind of taking their foot off the gas pedal, if you will.
Now, I like the ensigns right here because they had such a hard time trying to get control over that home hill. And so with those ensigns in the hands of Phelpsy up there, he's going to be able to keep the pressure off his home hill, also give him something to possibly retake. But that's a double-edged sword as well because if we see Allegiance get control on that side of the map of their home hill like they did before, then they can end up controlling 2 ensigns right there.
Right.
Then Fable will find themselves in a more difficult spot.
Much better round early on here for Fable. They get B and C hill control, 2-1 in their advantage. Looking at Phelpsy with the incentive just backs away. Of course, Shock is across the map. Lancer's out, tries to put down some damage, but you know, early on this round, really not too much craziness going on. Fable, they are in control of this.
Yeah, they definitely are in control of this B hill. And they're going to have to keep it. But the main thing they need to be thinking about is like, okay, let's defend this home hill right here. You see those ensigns going to be tossed out. You're going to have 4 members of Allegiance trying to push in here, get control. This is going to be a big kill if he can get it, but shot goes down there to Hydrone, but he's going to get Lancer down here as well. The pressure's coming in. Allegiance want the home hill setup right here. They're trying to control their home hill and their opponents, and also they'll be controlling 2 ensigns as well. So actually, they don't even have to worry too much about B hill, but what Fable's doing, they said, hey, let's rotate towards this B hill. Let's make this B hill our home hill so we can at least, you know, have an escape route. We can have a base of operations to kind of come up with this strategy and figure out how we want to break their setup.
Yeah, that's a smart rotation right there coming in from Fable. They just secure that B hill, make sure that they're not going to get trip capped. To your point, they have that base, right? They have that home base. Now they can kind of figure out, all right, what do we want to do? Do we want to play for our own home hill, or do we want to push Allegiance and see if we can try and get those kills? But speaking of kills, that's what you have to get. Unfortunately, it isn't in Fable's way just yet. Phelpsy has gone down. Crazy's also down as well. We'll see if he does get cleaned up. The kills all in Allegiance's favor. And this ALG team is looking so damn good.
Yes, they are here. They're pushing through here. Going to pick up one. Hydrone is not able to get the double kill, but here comes help from Phelpsy, but Phelpsy's going to get taken out there by Jerpy. Domination coming through. Nobody's going to be in a position to break that Allegiance. 2-0 here to start this map.
And you heard Franco as well in the interview say, hey, I've played against these guys so many times, and they just can't beat me. So he's going in not only with the confidence that you just be up to gaming, but also the confidence that the team that sat across you has never beat you.
Yes.
That's got to give you so much motivation. It really does. And You know, so far my theory's not looking too good, but you know, you have to go out there every once in a while.
Hey,
okay?
as I always preach right here, Ben, it comes down to this. You know, the first 3 rounds of escalation are kind of filler. When we get to round 4 and round 5, we're going to see who's really here to play in this map.
The one thing we didn't actually mention, obviously when we looked at the picks and bans, is Allegiance is doing something real smart, real smart. They're actually now banning out Reclaimed. That's been a map which they haven't won in, it seems like, forever. So they're now banning out Reclaimed. If you think about Reclaimed as a map, that's a lot of teams' kind of go-to map, right? Yeah. Obviously, outside of Foundation, it's a map that you see very heavily. And I know they've been practicing a lot of other maps, a ton of those other maps, like kind of the curveball maps where teams kind of normally ban them. So I think in terms of the way that the veto system is going for Allegiance, I think they have that in their back pocket. And that's almost like a hidden gem, if you will. It's almost like a trick strat.
Yeah, it definitely is here. You're going to see the push kind of come out here. He can get the kill, but Phelps, he's going to go down. Shock's going to pick up that double. I want to say Snipe's still going to be on spawn. Nobody was able to pick it up, but hey, Shock said, let me push through here and try to get control over their home hill. My teammates can pick it up there on the back end, but this is going to be a big 1v1 for them. They're going to actually take down Rage right there. And Rage is a player who I want to see go off for this team. You know, we saw him in an interview. Rage is going to be one of their main slayers on this team next to Crash, so he's going to have a big game if this team wants to have a Cinderella story this event.
See if that Cinderella story has any potential. As it stands, Allegiance 59-31, and they are really taking control of map number 1 here against Fable. Phelpsy looking to see if he can retake that A hill, tries to push through. May actually have to try and push Jerpy first, and Jerpy read that play like a book, picks up the kill, and now looks to try and support his teammate. Sam is down, he's out, and this is just a beautiful defense of that A hill.
So we're gonna have new incense spawning up here in 10 seconds for both sides, and so now you see the 2 home hill advantage is gonna be in favor of Allegiance. So they're gonna get double incense. They're gonna have 4 incense as well to kind of hold off this setup and domination coming through. So all those Fable members are gonna be running towards their home hills, and the question is can they get in here and break it? Shock's gonna have an incense, and he's about to pick up right now, and he's got a lot of targets in front of him.
Oh, Sam manages to find one. Instant comes out. Shock manages to get the trade instantly on Phelpsy. Now looking to put pressure once again on the A hill. And to be honest, this is just looking chaotic for Fable. It really is. They're just in the chaos, and Allegiance is having their way with them. Again, Trip Cap coming through, but the B hill will be broken. A smart play from Hydron to rotate out, but I think a lot of people after the first game of the day said, is Allegiance the real deal? I mean, right now, fundamentally, I feel like they're playing the correct way. They're reacting to everything Fable is giving them, and this looks like a dangerous ALG team.
It really is looking like a dangerous ALG team, and you know what? This team is one of the newer teams that we have here in pool play. You know, they were formed about 2 months ago, and they were making upsets. They made those upsets against Ghost in the 2K, and we started to see a lot of a glimpse of greatness. And they went to the finals in the CMG regional out there in California against Equifox, where they were taking maps off of them. You know, of course, they definitely lost the series, but this team has grown so much in such a short amount of time. And now coming in here and beating Optic Gaming in pool play, you just gotta respect them.
Oh, you most definitely do. And now looking to close out round 3. I mean, the lead they have is absolutely massive. And what's interesting to me is the development of Franco, right? Like, you think at the beginning of season 1, Franco wins that round in season 1, he's getting up, he's getting loud, he's screaming at you. And I actually asked him, I was like, I've noticed you become a lot more of a quiet player. He's like, yeah, dude, I know what I got to do now. It isn't about trying to get in the opposition's head. It's about motivating my team. Let me tell my teammates how good they are. Yeah. Forget how bad the other team is. Let me gas my teammates up to a whole new level.
And that's a lesson that you learn as a player as time goes on. When I first started my career, I was in these events and I was making sure that I was going to say whatever I had. You were going to hear me. But then by the second season in 08, I was like, let me just worry about myself and worry about my team. And we just gonna kick their butt and just keep on going. But I didn't have to waste my voice on day 1. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a time and a place for everything. And as we say, escalation is a marathon, not a race. So he's doing good by pacing himself when his teammates really need him to just show the Hulk there on the main stage.
And what's funny is, to your point, in the Wildebeest piece that we saw earlier on, he said exactly that. When he first started playing on the pro circuit, he was loud. He was making sure everyone knew how good he was. Now, he's much more cool, calm, and collected. He'll tell his teammates how good they are as opposed to trying to get in the opposition's head.
Let your opponents know how bad they are.
Exactly. It's great to see that kind of development from Franco. Finally, though, we get a little bit of something coming in from Fable.
Also, the one thing is I hate, too, and I'm very superstitious about this being, but I hate talking shit. and then next thing you know, I just get my butt kicked.
Yeah, it's bad juju.
And then yeah, then I just feel even worse. I talked all this trash. Next thing you know, you beat me, then it's even worse at that.
I mean, you just feel like a dumbass, don't you? Really?
Yeah, you do.
That's basically what it comes down to. But Fable look as if they're going to be able to try and get that trip cap in. A-Hill is being capped. And there is a quick glance at it. Rezik's going to be the first line of defense here for Allegiance. The Fable want to dedicate themselves to it. It doesn't look like they do. Actually, players kind of backing away from that one. A few players from ALG trying to overextend over towards that B-Hill. I think they may actually be able to get there. We'll look out for that 1v1. And there you actually see that B-Hill now being neutralized. It's going to be Shock. Is Shock going to stay there? Crazed, of course, is looking to try and take that push, and may actually be able to get it here. Another trip cap domination could come through.
Yes, it is here, and it's looking good right here for Fable. This is definitely a round in which they need, and yes, they will close it out here. So now, in these longer respawn rounds, it's really gonna test you if they can get these opening breaks early on. So in the beginning rounds, they kind of set up the map. They got the sniper down, they got the incense, they got the blocks, and now these last 3 rounds, 16, 18, and 20-second respawns, they come out, they got a strategy in place, they come out, they execute, and then boom, they're looking good. They can easily take these next 2 rounds here.
We'll see, and we'll see, because of course Allegiance do have a chance of fighting back with a weapon placement of their own, and they're going to drop those nades up top. See,
look at that trophy. Like, can we talk about that?
I want to point out that's the best looking Gears of War trophy that we have had in Gears of War.
I would love if we like. I would love if we changed the colors.
Why you gotta? Why?
But like every different event, it's like it'd be like collecting the Infinity Stones, you know? See now, you see where I'm going with that? Now you on my page, okay? Get with the times, Ben.
I apologize. That would actually be pretty cool now I think about it. That'd be dope. But that shout out to whoever made that trophy. I tell you, it really is a beautiful one.
Yeah, here.
For sure.
But we're going to have a fight right here on top platform for this M-bar. It hasn't been picked up yet. Incense have already been tossed out here for both teams. You may got some players saving some over there on the back end, but you're going to see Rezik goes down. Now they need to come in here, bait and switch. Crash needs to keep his spacing right there. They're going to get him down there as well. Oh, but the flank coming out here from Frank. Crash is going to be able to pick up on it. He's taking some shots in. Domination coming through. Frank needs to back up, but he's full red. I don't think he's going to make it to this hill. And Fable, back-to-back rounds here.
And that's good. That's exactly what you want to see. To your point, right? They win that first round. They get a bit of comfort. And then all of a sudden, they win that second round relatively quickly. Yeah, of course, it's not the quickest round we've ever seen in Escalation, but they do get that momentum back. Now, this third round, this is a crucial round. If you can go back at the half at 3-3, you're going to feel so much better. You basically just reset the entire series, right? The entire map at that point.
Yep. And so we're going to have nades, incense, and we're going to have an Ember on the map. Those are going to be the power weapons that we want to focus on the most here, but also keep in mind, folks at home, once again, 20-second respawn round. So on a map like this, based off the size of it, if you lose your life, most likely you might not be able to respawn before this round is over with here.
Very, very true. You can be down and not respawn up because the round is over before you get a chance to. On board with Crash early on here from ALG. Final round of the first half. Of course, this map one of a best-of-3 pool play. Allegiance versus Fable.
Yeah,
Crash, he's going to go down, though.
That was good. They had to take Crash out. Crash was in a prime position, especially with that right-hand advantage right there, but he wasn't able to capitalize on those Fable members trying to retreat there out of that B hill, so they will get control over that. They're going to be picking up some kills on the other half. They're going to come out with that down, so they're going to clean up that kill. They're going to have B hill. They're going to have their home hill. You got 4 members down of ALG, last member Frank. And as I told you, Ben, they came out with the first 3 rounds, but it's all about that second half, rounds 3 and 4.
Hold up, wait a minute. My man Franco isn't done yet. He's buying time. ALG still in this. Sam does get the pick on Crash, and somehow Franco dancing and darting around the home hill. Unfortunately, he will go down. Chirpy's still alive, and you kind of have Hydro in almost like 2 minds here. Does he go for the push? What does he do? Nades have been picked up from Rage, so that's probably what they were waiting for here. The extra resources to close this game out. Again, another pick comes through from Hydro, but Fable, they need to close this round out.
Could have called it. Double kill right there.
There you go.
And now,
that's it.
Without this round, now we got a tie game. So what were you saying?
I forgot what I was going to say. I got excited.
Yeah, so, you know.
Oh, no. That was what I was going to say. It was interesting, right? The first 3 rounds, ALG take. Then Fable, of course, they take those later rounds. And again, I'm curious to see what the likes of our analysts say, all of them about that. Because for me, it felt like when the respawns got longer, Fable was able to just kind of play a little further back. It wasn't as rushed. It wasn't as hectic, right? And that's kind of how ALG play. They play very fast. They're going to get in those gunfights as quickly as they possibly can. Fable just kind of sat back in those higher respawns, and if they did get that first pick, they immediately collapsed on ALG and really didn't give them many options.
So from what I see right there, these early rounds are going to be very, very important to Fable to take some of these, because we see that they're stronger in the later half of these of the halves right here when those respawn timers are higher. So if they can snag away maybe one, maybe two of these early rounds, this map is definitely going to be in their favor. And folks, these respawn timers are dropping back down to 10 seconds because we are in the second half here. It is round number 7, and all those weapons we talked about are removed off the map.
And more importantly as well, that's going to give them a little bit of confidence, right? You're down 3-0, you're looking around, you're like, God damn, what's going wrong? Now all of a sudden, again, you're tied 3-3. Basically, the map is completely reset. Fable, in the second half, at least starting off well, 2-1 hill advantage in their favor.
Now, looking, you see, building up these points right here for Fable. They're gonna back it up right here. They need to play smarter than they did in the first half. You know, show that patience. It's okay to take a breath, even with those 10-second respawn rounds.
Yeah.
Don't force too many different things, okay? Because this Allegiance team, they thrive in chaos so much. So once that team fight, once those smokes get thrown, and that team fight starts happening, they're gonna definitely excel in those situations. But so far, we see Fable with full control over his map, coming to save his teammate. Can Hydron do it? And he picks up that kill. 2 members down right here for Allegiance. And now look them push through. Can they get this home hill? Can they play for this domination early on?
And this is the big thing you want in Season 2 if you're a Fable fan. You want to see Fable get the advantage and try and convert it to points. Try and convert it to something. Because sometimes you feel, especially throughout Season 1, that they maybe just reacted a little too slow to certain situations. So far, you know, in the past 3 rounds at least, they've been very, very quick, reacting very, very nicely. But even now, for example, you'd love to see someone, when they get those two or three players down, put some pressure on the F-field. You don't have to cap it, decap it, right? Make sure ALG isn't getting any points whatsoever. Try and increase that cushion as much as you can.
You know, so right here, you know, Allegiance, they need to get up there and take control over top rock. And it's gonna be a brawl. They might not be able to do it because Crave may go big. He's gonna get that down, but Allegiance will come out on top right there. So that E hill, that neutral hill over there, will go in favor of Allegiance. But hey, Fable had a great setup right there, but you just have to keep that height advantage. You don't have to come down from the top of that rock. Pull those Lancers out. You got 2 people up there, one hold a Lancer, one hold a shotgun, and you hold those guys off. Put up a good defensive front. But I like what ALG just did right there. They found they found a chink in Fable's armor right there, and they took advantage of it.
Good overextension comes through from Hydron, though. He managed to make his way all the way over to the opposition home hill. He does go down, and once again, trip cap domination coming through. Of course, this is 10-second respawn, though, so expect the boys from Fable to be flying out of respawn as quickly as they can. The D hill is now completely neutral, but they need kills, and they need them quickly because it looks as if Allegiance is about to go into the lead. As it stands, Fable not getting any points. They try and step on that home hill, but it's almost more beneficial to just try and push out, try and get those picks first before trying to cap that hill, and that seems to be the play from Rage. Should be able to clean up 1, but time is of the essence. Fable have to go quickly, and they have to go now.
Yeah, if Rezik goes down right here, he's going to be able to make it out, and he's playing for his life, and they're going to pick up 3 kills right there. His shot goes big on the other end of the map there. Fable's not getting any points right here. This is going to be an Allegiance round.
And to my point earlier on in that round, right, when I was saying how I feel like in the smaller respawn rounds, ALG thrive because of the chaos. The longer respawns, it feels like Fable is better because they're more kind of structured, they're passive. For the longest amount of time, for probably about 60% of that round that we just saw, Fable had the setup, right? They were playing passive, they were waiting for ALG to come to them. The second ALG broke, it just went to chaos, and Fable were under pressure the entire remainder of that round. They have to find a way out of that chaos.
I like them putting the incense back right here. So them losing the first round of each half has not been a bad thing for them because they're getting these incense on the map. And with these incense, we see that they feel comfortable with them. They're able to make these plays. And so I believe they're going to use these incense. They're going to get control of the top rock. They're going to lock down this whole E hill here as well. Let's see how they're going to translate these into a victory this round.
On board with Shock from Allegiance. Of course, he was a substitute for Optic Gaming for quite a while. Obviously, learned a lot, but he's been a fantastic player throughout Season 1, but really making a big, big splash in the waves, if you will. So far, of course, shuts down Optic Gaming in pool play earlier on, looking to go 2-0 on the day.
His timing was wrong right there. He tried to time it because you see those gates right there, 45 seconds to the map, that's when that opens, but his timing was off a second, and he kind of rolled into a steel gate right there. He couldn't go anywhere, and but I think I don't know if he died with incense out. I think he left 1 on the ground, if so, but the kills coming out of here from Fable. If they can come up clutch this round, this would be a big one for them. If they do have incense, now will be the time to use them, but with it being 12-second respawn rounds, right there, once they realize that, hey, you know, kind of the brick wall right here is not working out, just back up there, okay?
Right.
Back up, don't force it, because those players will be off respawn. If you're trying to play for domination that early, you cannot hesitate.
As of right now, Fable do just that. They reset. Curious to see what ALG's plan of attack is going to be as it stands. Fable with E and F under their control. Jerpy just trying to find some angle, just trying to put down as much damage as he possibly can. Shock, of course, in support. Hydra may have actually just pushed a little too far there, but does have teammates in support, so expect the revive to come up very, very quickly. Jerpy, again, still just trying to put down some damage.
They're trying to do the same push that ALG did to them the round before here, and they're going to be picking up 3 kills. NCN's just respawned here for both sides as well. They should be up in 3 seconds on the ground to your left there, and now they're going to try to pick these guys off. They're going to let Frank pick them up, and he's going to go down picking those up, but hey, he says, you know what, let me pocket them so they don't have 4 NCNs. They can just hold 2.
Smart play. Very, very smart play coming through. Of course, Rage will have Incins now for Fable. Still a 2-to-1 hill advantage, and again, they get the kill advantage, but they just don't really have the map control or presence to really put down a big threat. As it stands, they need a wave of kills, but more importantly, in these lower respawns, they need a wave of kills in quick succession. Now the D-Hill has been neutralized, and that's what I like to see. As it stands, ALG not getting any points, Fable building themselves a big, big lead. Now it just comes down to kills. Just make sure you win your 1v1s, your 2v2s, trade effectively, and you will win this round.
I want to see Phelps, you play this position a little bit smarter here. You know, pull out that lance. You got everybody running past.
There you go.
Your teammates are going to be in a good spot. Sam, you know, I had a chance to talk to Phelps, and Phelps said, hey, man, you know what? I call Sam the brick wall right here. You know, he plays our home hills. You know, he does such a good job, especially in rotations, and it's so hard to take him down right there. You want to see him go big. You also want to see, like I said, I want to see a big game out of Rage as well.
Franco, not, he gets to the F hill. I was going to say, not like this, but no, that was an absolutely beautiful round from Fable.
Yep, and that was the round that they need. That early round is going to be very, very important to them. We're going to see what does ALG want to do right here when it comes down to the weapon play.
If I'm ALG, I say we thrive in chaos.
Boom shot?
Boom shot.
Yeah.
Let's get some chaos.
Yeah, I agree with you. Put it over there on maintenance or over there on the deck. You want to put something to, you know, try to focus that fight over here. And the sniper's going to be cool.
It's cool. You know, it's high. It's cool.
You know, the right hand's very, very deadly right there. But it's been a team fight over there. It's been a 3v3 team fight over there and a 2v2 team fight on the other side of the map, fighting for that neutral hill. But it's definitely a lot of talented snipers here on both teams. You know, I'm definitely want to see it in the hands of Craze or Phelpsy over there. On the ALG side, you know, I want to see it in the hands of Jerpy. You know, so we're going to see what these guys can do here. That's going to be Crash. He's going to push it up right there. You got Rezik, and you got Craze pushing up right here. You got Rezik and Crash there on the other end trying to defend that sniper. They're going to be patient here. They say, hey, we don't have to push it just yet. There's still a 1-to-1 advantage. They're trying to fill out what's going on the other side of the map as well, but they're going to have to push this soon. They're just waiting for the right opportunity.
And it's moments like this, you almost feel like it does favor Fable, right? Because yes, our respawns are still low, but the gameplay just kind of slowed down so much. Unfortunately, Rage gets caught out there. Craze will go down as well. Rezik cleans up both, so that sniper rifle will be under Rezik control. And now you expect to utilize that
as well too. They're going to get those. They're going to start to toss those out as well, trying to control this top portion. They do try to throw an NCN on the hill, but Crash found that sweet spot right there where he was able to cap that hill. Shock picking up a double as well. Looking to push in here. The smoke stun is perfect for them to roll in. Now they need to get in and get out. Try to get some angles here. All these ALG members are out in the open, but it looks like Fable are not going to be able to get in here and take this out.
I don't know, man. They're doing a good job of just resetting the hill time and time again. Now they have numbers as well, and if you're Allegiance, you got to respect that, and they rightfully back away. That was just really, really good revive chain coming through there from Fable, making sure that they stay in this round. Now, of course, the problem is you look at the points, right? You're in a deep, deep hole. Fable need to slay out here. They cannot just sit and try and go for that cap. At this point, the only way you're winning this round is by a trip cap, so you may as well just play for kills for the next kind of 10, 15 seconds, see if you can slay out, and then put pressure for hills.
Yeah, see if you can kind of find that opening right there, but their efforts over here on this E hill are, you know, they're going to be backed up here, but now looking to push forward. They're going to have to push this home hill, and that's the thing about the second half of this map. These home hills are in the open, okay? Right. So to get in there and to break them and cap them is going to be very, very difficult. Definitely one of the easier maps where you are able to, you can kind of turtle on that hill and hold one if you want, based on it being in the open like that. But we're going to see if they can get over there in time. But like you say, hey, they're going to need domination here.
Rezik with sniper rifle. Makes his way back over towards the home hill. Of course, you can see Fable setting up, getting ready to go for this push. And they have time. They do have time, but it may only be time for one push. Rezik tries to line up the snipe, but sadly, it's always the easier ones that you miss. But a double Incin comes through, and that will put an immediate halt to Fable's push. And honestly, may be enough for Allegiance to close out this round. Nicely played from Rezik.
Hey, Fable, if they can come out with this map, they're definitely, we saw how they performed towards the later halves. Now we're going to be in those later halves. We're about to approach that 16-second respawn, 16, 18, 20, and 22 if we get there. So Fable just keep playing their game. This is going to be a dogfight for them, but we're going to see what do they want to do here on this weapon placement. So far, we got Ensigns on the map. We're going to have a Sniper on the map here as well. Let's see what this third placement is going to be. It can also be a block as well.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fable don't need to do that.
Why not, right? Just
yeah, there you go. That would have blown my mind because Fable's entire strategy for that first half, in the second half of the first half, if that makes sense, was that slow, methodical play for a pick. You don't want chaos. That's what ALG want. That's what we expect to see from ALG, not Fable.
Yeah, but if you do put a boom shot there on that top rock, it's 45 seconds so you can get to it. So you know you're going to group those guys up on that area of the map, and also you have Ensigns as well. But in those 45 seconds, you're going to have to figure out when to take the advantage, find that chink.
But I feel like that's what ALG will do, right? They'll just fly at you. They'll say, you got 45 seconds, I'm just going to fly.
Exactly, but if Fable knows that they're going to fly.
I see your point.
You know?
I see your point. I feel like that's just
get those early picks. Also, that boom shot's not going to be able to easily pick up, especially if you could, if you time that Ensign right.
Right.
You know, that's going to be a free kill there as well. You know, use a little bait, a little bait switch action.
Some logic right there for that. I like that. I like that a lot. On board, though, now with Hydrone. Hydrone covering that E-Hill. Of course, it is still neutral.
He is going to have nades, and he doesn't need to cap this just yet. They need to pick up some kills and then push across the map and start to cap that home hill of ALG. This E-Hill should be the last one that they need capped here. And they only have 2 members in front of him. He needs to be patient with those nades as well. You're your team's lifeline right there, you know? Worst case scenario, they start trying to push to cap that E-Hill and they try to push you top rock right there. You got 2 nades to toss and pick up some kills and halt that assault right there for your teammates to respawn.
Franco just trying to get as much information as possible, figure out where is he actually going to be needed. And it looks like Fable have recognized, hey, we got a 3v2 real quick. Let's see if we can force it. Franco immediately comes back into the fight, though. Does make it a 3v3, and Sam realizes that, respects it, backs off towards his home hill. Franco just being a nuisance, and that E-Hill has not been touched. Just DNF currently controlled. Now can Sam try and find that pick? They need to trade out because Praise has gone down. Franco will fall, nicely forced by Sam. Can he now, stuck between a rock and a hard place, find more? Phelps shuts down Rezik, and for Fable, this is a fantastic,
he's still alive here in the fight. He had one to his left and one to his right. One guy ran past him and just kept on going, but he's found himself in a 1v1 here, but now he was able to get his reinforcements back, so Crash got left alone there in that matchup. But now they will get control over that side of the map, but now they can put themselves in a good position to go and get that home hill.
Here's what's crazy. Fable win in terms of the skirmish that we just saw, yet it's Allegiance that capped the E-Hill, now have a 2-to-1 hill advantage, and Fable just too slow to spring into life at the D-Hill.
What I want to see right here, we got nades coming up here in 30 seconds, okay? So Allegiance should not leave that position until they come out with nades. They got plenty of time. They got a lead. They got the 2-hill advantage. The Ensign should be up right about now, so we're going to need to see Fable grab those Ensigns and try to clear those guys out up there unless they're trying to give them pre-prayer nades.
Looking at Hydra now from Fable. As it stands, Allegiance, of course, 5-4 up. It's a big round here for Fable if they can try and steal this one as well. But it, of course, all tie and level at 5-5. Franco, though, does find that pick, and Fable now are running out of time. 172 to 141. Rage responds with a pick on Franco. Make that a 4v4 momentarily. Shock, of course, up top. The E-Hill is going to be tough to deal with.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to break that E-Hill, especially with Shock up there with 2 nades in his hand. He knows he's just looking for somebody to come by. He's probably going to toss a pre-nade right there just to get into the 200s uncontested right there. E is looking good. Even though they don't got their home hills, they're good. Crash can't get in there. You see that nade? He can't push through that. That's going to lock this round in the board here for Allegiance.
Yeah, very, very well played right there from ALG. They now put themselves at map point 6-4. But that is now, of course, our first 3 rounds well truly in our belt for that second half. Now this is exactly where we expect to see Fable come out, maybe a little more comfortable.
Yeah, now, so we need to see what this weapon placement is going to be for these guys. We're going to get, so if they were to win this 7-6, 18, 20, and 22-second respawns, but they need to give a little bait right here. Give a little bait right here for Allegiance. You know, force them in here. I'm fine with this play on deck. You got nades in the vicinity. You got Ensigns. You got Torque Bow here. Hey, you get in there. You get a few picks. You can definitely come out here with a domination. And that's what they need. They can't go to distance on this round right here. They definitely need to win, but I think if it goes to distance, they will not win it. They need to end this round off as soon as possible.
ELG have been impressive thus far, but can they close out the first map here against Fable? Wait and see. On board now, once again with J Rage. Of course, that sniper is still up here. It's going to be 2 momentarily.
That's going to be a good smoke. It's going to stun both of them. Going to give them that 2 seconds that they need to get in there and then get out there with that scope.
Peace. Rage immediately backs away, but he has to recognize that he could actually get pushed from his right-hand side.
Oh, right there. Kraz picked up on it. And that one almost went bad because Rage didn't, look both ways before he crossed the street right there. And his teammate almost died because of that.
Could have been costly. Home hill will be capped. Craze is obviously pushed over towards Allegiance's home hill. Rage still with that sniper rifle out, trying to find the angle.
Down, 4 down. He's the last one alive here.
Well, that just went from fantastic to absolutely abysmal. When everyone dies on the other side of the map and you're left up, now you have to make a play. Could have done with hitting that one. Of course, last man alive, he will fall. Everyone dead. Hydra immediately off spawn. I don't think he's even going to be able to get there in time. Nades going out, of course. And again, for Fable, that everything was set correctly. They had the map under control. They steal the snipe. They get a pick, right? 5v4. Everyone loses their gunfight over the east side, and immediately they get collapsed on. Just a beautiful final round there from ALG 7-4, map number 1.
Yeah, they were looking good there. But hey, Ben, when it comes down to it, man, you know what? These guys, hey, Fable's not out of it just yet. They're not.
True.
We're still going to go into their next map pick, which is Foundation, which is one of their better maps.
Can I say something? Fable, they just showed me that they were the real deal. I used to doubt them, but I mean, they're standing neck to neck against Allegiance, a team that just beat Optic Gaming. Ben, you're over the sea, buddies.
I'm gonna be honest, I said this right at season 1, right? How many times do we see Epsilon versus Optic Gaming? A lot, right? Even on maps like Foundation, and they always went toe-to-toe.
Right.
Yes, of course, they didn't win them, but they had those games where you're like, oh, I can see the talent these guys have. And I said for the longest amount of time, the #1 thing this squad needs is a coach.
Yes, you said that.
I turn around, and guess what I don't see?
You've said that all throughout season 1, and
I just want to smash my head against this desk.
Yeah,
it triggers me.
But it's a lot more difficult to get one. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more difficult to get one. If they can get a North American coach, I think it definitely benefit them. But it's a lot more difficult to get one with them being over.
Whose man's is this?
Yeah. I mean, we saw them take those 3 rounds second half, right? And they started to play it smarter. They started to identify what LG was doing, and they said, hey, let's fight that 3v3 a little bit differently. Like I said at that B hill, that's what you got to do. But second half, they had opportunities to maybe take a power weapon, and they just didn't be aggressive. You have to be proactive in Gears 4. You have to know when to be aggressive, and they just weren't doing it.
And that's a good point. When you get those kills, something needs to trigger in all 5 members on your team's heads, where you guys know exactly what play you need to make next and get in there and make the play without being told, so to speak. You gotta react instinctively.
Exactly to that point, right? You gotta be reactive, right?
Yes.
Or you have to be proactive, I should say. You gotta immediately force that issue.
I've always said in Gears of War, you have to play to win and not to lose.
Especially in escalation. Yes. How many times have you seen teams at 209 say, all right, let's turtle? Like,
they lose because
they
get triple cap.
Exactly.
You can't play it that way, but I want to see if Allegiance can keep on with that fire. But
they're so calm right now. That's the interesting part. They're super calm.
Which I think is a good thing, because my whole argument, right, was I feel like they're going to be overconfident. They're going to come in and say, no, we're the best in the game. We're gonna walk straight through this. Whereas in reality, what we're seeing is a cool, calm, and collective team who's going round by round, saying, all right, this is what we need to do.
Yeah, definitely. But I want to see if Allegiance can keep it up, and we're going to learn a little bit more about them starting now.
I'll describe myself as an all-around player who just tries to be the best teammate possible. My strengths are definitely my shotgun, and I feel like that's what sets me apart from most. I'll describe my team as kind of a flashy team. We're shotgun heavy, and we're like always on the move. Switching from playing with Optic to Allegiance obviously is a bit of a change. Nothing too much, because my teammates right now are really, really skilled, and I love playing with them, so I didn't really see much of a switch besides the different players, the different attitudes, stuff like that. Now I have a really, really solid team around me, and I plan on making some noise this season.
Welcome back. In case you have not noticed yet, we have a Bravo streamer where we have Fire and Ice going against Supremacy. Fire and Ice is now down 0-1 in maps, and it's 2-5 in round count.
That ain't too good.
Wait, let me say this first. Fire and Ice was down 1-6 on Foundation. They came back a little bit, but then ultimately lost still.
Yeah.
Benson, what does this say about Fire and Ice, man?
I mean, I saw a demo earlier on when he was going for lunch with his squad. He said, yo, this is my event. I'm winning this event. This is like London times 2 for me.
At least it's only Friday, right?
Yeah.
That's a good thing, right? It is only Friday, but losers bracket runs, I mean, you guys know as former players, it's not easy,
It
right?
wears
No,
on
it's
you,
not
you
easy
know,
at all.
catch fire, but it definitely wears on you at some point. You don't want that to be the what you got to do to come out here.
Hey, supremacy is the real deal. Okay, like you can't knock on them. They're a predominantly French squad right here, and they have the best people from their region. So hey, they're good though.
Yeah, so we're going to see Allegiance take on Fable on Foundation. Blaze, take it away.
All right, you guys, we're going to be on board right here with Crash, and he's going to make some noise here on the opening break, but he's going to get taken out there by Crazy. You're going to see 3 members go down here from Allegiance, and they're still going to be down, but now they need to just get in here and get full control over this B hill. He's going to be able to save his teammate, pick up that kill as well. Fable with a good start here to this round.
I fully expect this map to be a complete bloodbath. I really do. I know for Fable, this is one of their solid maps. This is one of the maps they feel the most comfortable on. As I said, we saw them go toe-to-toe with Uptick Gaming throughout Season 1 on this map several times. Where it gets interesting, however, Allegiance love this map too. They absolutely love it. Franco was like, yeah, man, you pick this map, we're going to go toe-to-toe with you, we're going to destroy you. So this map, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if it won the distance.
No, it wouldn't surprise me at all either. This is, like I said, I always call this the staple Gears esports
It
map
really
right here,
is.
because we see it so many times, but we also see so many different strategies on this map. There's many different things in which you can do. You're never down and out on this one. It's always a way to come back as long as you rotate properly, and that's the key to this map, rotations.
And that's the fundamentals is what makes Fable such a good team in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
It is that decision when it comes to do we rotate, what do we do? Do we go home? Do we go B? Do we push opposition home? Like that's the decision making which I feel they're really good at. So you have a bigger map like this, you expect to see them thrive.
And now you're going to see nice back eight. Who's Franco? Waiting to get up in there, but he's going to go down here as well. Going to have Allegiance push through here. The domination almost came through, but they did get control of B, and this is the rotation. Hey, you can't get control of B, go for those home hills. You're going to have Rage on the other end there trying to defend this Allegiance assault.
Yeah, Rage is going to have a couple of players pushing him, and of course Allegiance will not be on the home hill. Would have loved to see whoever it was at B actually try and push back over towards Allegiance's home hill. Try and maybe go for a little bit of a cheeky little flank.
Yeah, just
flank.
keep rotating.
Yeah,
you guys going to rotate that way? Yeah, I go the other way. Yeah,
exactly
I definitely agree with you on that one.
Keep the movement going, because now what you have is ALG slaying out throughout the smoke and the chaos in Fable's home hill. Helps he's tracked back, so.
Oh, that's a good smoke right there. You're going to have at least 3 people stunned. This is where you break in. That's a chink in the armor. But Jerpy didn't get stunned. He's going to pick up a kill there. Buys his teammate some time. You got 3 members on the other side here. You're going to have to force them, pinch them from 2 different angles here to get in there. They're going to get 2, and that's going to be the 3rd one there as well. So controlling these home hills, it's going to be a 1v1 fight on top of the B hill right here. Can Sam take out Shock in time before Rezik gets there? Sam needs to go big. He gets some reinforcements late in here, but he's going to go down here as well. Domination not coming through just yet. We're going to have to see Fable get control of that home hill sooner than later.
And Hydra decided he wanted to push down towards B. He will just kind of bait out Shock a little bit. Can he touch that B hill once again? Res, of course, with that meat shield, the A hill back under Fable control. So for Hydra, he doesn't need to make anything too flashy, but now he's going to be pushed 2v1. Hydra will fold.
Yeah, he tried to get in there and get that ball bounce off that right wall and try to catch him off guard, but was not able to. But hey, Fable did get control over their home hill. They're not behind by much. They were controlling the beginning of this round very, very well here, but now they need to push across, get this home hill decap, because right now they can still win off a 2-cap, but it's about to be looking like they're going to need domination here soon.
Honestly, if they can slay out here and someone can try and sneak back over towards B, the problem is Rezik.
Their home hill's getting flanked.
Yeah, that's the problem. Rezik actually made that play. He's flanking that home hill. Now players are falling as well, getting down. C hill will be capped up, but for Fable, they have to break that mid-neutral hill, and someone needs to go big on their home hill as well. They don't have long. One player's going to rotate back out towards B. This is going to be the push coming in from J-Rage. It's basically a 1v1, but he isn't going to touch the hill in time.
Once he got that chunk, if he would have side road into that hill, they could have stopped at a 209 probably. But he was trying to get that second kill as well. Get the one, get the other, but he needed to get in there as soon as possible. He was the closest one to that hill. But now we're going to have Fable here on the weapon selection. We're going to see how they want to start this map here on Foundation.
As you said, Fable on weapon placement. Still plenty of time for them to decide what they want to do. Currently,
I'm all about putting the torque on the map. I'm all about this.
Think they're going to do it, though? I don't think so. block out nades.
Okay, yeah. And that's usually your nade location there, folks. That's where frag grenades go, incense go. And that right there, because if you lose that fight in open, trying to get into that B hill, you got a pair of nades on the other end to help retake that. Also, you know there's going to be a lot of people grouping up in that area as well. So they're going to block that out and, take that, take that worry off their minds in case something does go there. They like to straight up fight there with those stock weapons.
I want to give some love as well to Crash. I believe he did 7 kills in that first round. So having a solid start thus far. Shock finds his 4th of the game. And Phelpsy that goes down. Crash shuts down Crazed as well. All going well for ALG to start off round 2. As you say, 4 dead. J-Rage, last man up.
And now, yeah, he's going to be last one. They're going to take him out. Everybody else is going to make sure they cap that one first. Everybody else is going to be pushing off of those home hills, trying to get that domination here in place. C's being capped up. Allegiance also needs their home hill as well. Get him backed up here by Fable. Fable will regain control over their home hill. I don't think anybody else from Allegiance wants to contest this just yet. Allegiance needs to make sure that they got control over B and mid-map. That's going to be the most important thing for them right now.
Get control of C, as you said, but now the question is, can they get B? Hydron, first one to the party. Rage is right beside him, and that's a nice win coming in from Hydron. Jerpy goes down. B-Hill should go under Fable, and this could be a nice play from Hydron here. If he collapses on that A-Hill quick enough, Crash may not be expecting it fully, but he needs teammate support there. He can't just run at Crash. He's going to find a very, very simple kill, and Crash says, thank you very much, Hydron. What was your game plan?
Yeah, and right now, 2 hills going to be in favor here of Fable. They're going to be down here by just a little bit. We're going to be in 12-second respawns here as well. Sam looking for a play for his team. He's going to connect with that shot. His teammates are pushing over the top here as well. Allegiance backing up here. A few players coming off the respawn. That's going to be 2 members of Allegiance down. But now you're going to have one person sneak over to that B hill as well. He's going to get there uncontested, so no domination just yet. He got there by a slither.
It was Shock. Breaks the B hill and keeps Allegiance alive in this round. Shock full red though, backs away. Didn't have time to cap the hill. Just goes for the neutral, backs away. That is just such smart play from Shock. Absolutely love that. Joins the party back at the A hill. Really, really good decision making coming out from him.
Yeah, Kraz is gonna make quick work of Shock there mid-map, but now he's gonna back up. He's trying to make sure mid-map is secured and closed and open, but right over the top tables right there. That alleyway, that straight lane from home hill to home hill, was completely open, and Rezik makes his way over there, but he got to connect with some of these shots. He's hurt, but they're going to flank as well from Slasher, Ben.
They are.
They're going to have to act on this quickly, or they're going to, this strat is not going to work out for him here.
Oh, Rezik gets caught with his pants down. There it was. It was Hydron, and Hydron actually got a double for his efforts. Both Crash and Rezik. Unfortunately, he goes down, but the trades come through.
Yo, that's 3 for Frank right there, I want to say. And they're gonna back him up there, and but they still wasn't able to get to that home hill. And so you see in the points right there, Fable still has the lead. It's been a brawl here on top of their home hill this entire time. And I saw somebody with twerk ball. I think it was on the ground. I think they're gonna die with that one right there, but they're gonna get in here, almost try to come through that domination. But now this is where Fable says, hey, you know what, we need to cap our home hill, push the home street, and get to theirs right there because we can't get to B in time.
Yep, no point trying to push that B hill just yet, but they need to apply that pressure quickly here. They don't want to give Allegiance too much time to rotate back. You have the numerical advantage. Take the numerical advantage. That was almost a 3v2. Now it's a 3v3. They go for the push. Jerpy's there with double, looking for a triple. Now Phelpsy has to go 1v3 and simply just doesn't have the resources to do it unless the revive can come through from Hydron. Hydron leaves him down. Rezik will fall as well. Hydron tries to do it all and sadly will not be able to do so.
Yeah, not able to get it right there. But hey, that was a brawl there on Allegiance's home hill. But this is a key 1v1. And Rage is going to come in a little bit late, but Kraz, he's going to get there for Rage's help as well. So they're going to try to get a smoke. He's going to need a revive. He's going to call it out, but Kraz almost didn't get there in time. Big 2v2 fight here. Not able to clean up on that one. A little bit too close. He was in chunk range, but Rage, one of the main slayers of this team, needs to go big.
Oh, nice.
Picks up the double that they need.
Doesn't matter, though, sadly. Could have been good.
Could have been good.
But it isn't. 2-0 currently in favor of Allegiance. And again, Allegiance just playing such a smart game there. For me, I felt like Fable, kind of, Immortal Spawn brought it up right after map 1. So many times Fable had opportunities where they could have made an impact, right? They could have forced an issue. And they just don't want to seem to do it. They're always just like, it's almost like they're playing with input lag, right? They're like 3 seconds behind almost, like their decision making, that is. It's a strange thing to watch. It really is.
My thing is this also, like, you have so many talented power weapon players on your team for Fable, right? We've seen them time and time again, play the weapon placement super safe, right? And it really hasn't been a big difference in their results here as well. You got Kraz, one of the best M-bars out there, okay? Give him something to work harder for. Put an M-bar on statue, put it on top of that B hill, go out there and fight for a unit, because I guarantee you, he picks that thing up, he's gonna be doing work right here, right? And that's what you guys said before. Don't play to lose, play to win.
Yep.
Play to your team's strengths. If you have nasty M-bar players on your team, put it on the map right there, okay? Play around that. Can't be playing too defensive.
Almost deja vu from map number 1. Trip cap domination almost coming through for Allegiance. They team wipe Fable, but Fable somehow stay alive. Very surprised. Almost felt like that round really should have been closed out there by ALG. But as it stands, they back away and go for that defensive setup on B.
Yep, and so now looking good here. You know, Allegiance, they have 2 kills on their advantage. Going to have 3 members of Fable down here. This is going to be a 3v3 fight. They're trying to pick up a kill over here on T, but they're going to go down. That's going to be a double down, but Rage gets cleans up, and they're going to clean up another one. That's going to be 3 down here, and this is going to be a 16-second respawn. So Rezik, he's going to push up this ramp and get an angle here on the home hill of Fable. Get some shots to these guys. Tell his teammates, hey, push top tables, y'all. Got pressure on this guy.
It's Phelpsy that's actually down low. He's in a key position, but he has to make a decision quickly here. What is he going to do? He did pick up a double, but he isn't in a position really to touch the hill just yet. Phelpsy managed to find Jerpy as well. Franco now stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's 3 players that go down for ALG, and instantly Fable spring into life.
Now taking some shots here. Phelpsy's gonna back it out here. B isn't capped by anyone just yet. They're gonna be able to take out one, looking to get another one. Shock here on the hold off. He's gonna back up. He's gonna have 3 teammates behind him. I need Fable to cap this hill up very quickly, but they're not gonna be contested. We're gonna see Allegiance rotate. They say, hey, let's go for these home hills again. We've been winning this fight. This is going to be a good spot for us. But Phelpsy, he understands that it's coming. Crash is going to be on watch here as his teammates get set up top tables to make that push down the home street.
This is where I would love to see that one player from Fable, currently kind of pushing into Allegiance's spawn, go all the way through, put pressure on the C hill, force ALG to make a decision on what they need to do here. Because as of right now, ALG, they almost have like too much time to decide what they want to do. Sam may actually just have to give up B, and there is that push towards that home hill. The problem is they lose the mid-neutral hill, and the kills go in ALG's favor.
And you're going to see that one get picked up right there by Shock here. Right now, you currently got 2 members down here of Fable. They're going to be down here by about 50 or so points. They're going to lose 2 more as well here. They need the domination here, but hey, they're playing on their heels now. They need to start moving forward here. They need to pick up a few kills here on top of this home hill.
ALG just look comfortable. If I'm honest, they really look just very,
and that was the one thing I noticed as well. One of my biggest critiques on them is that when things start going wrong, they argue a lot, right? And that negativity kind of brings the entire team down, and they just throw matches here. And what I've noticed that by them being so calm here, even on rounds that they lose, they're calm enough where they can address that situation, figure it out, and then they're not stressing over it. They're fully comfortable and they're fully confident here as well.
However, I will say, we saw this in map number 1, right? A 3-0 lead instantly evaporated to 3-3 at the half. So now for Fable, can they do it once again? As I said, oh, well, that might help him.
Yeah, the drop shot. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what you want to put down here. Cause some commotion.
But again, commotion for ALG, I feel like it's a good thing. I understand your point to it, which does make sense.
Yeah, it does. But this is so commotion. Usually, I would say commotion in earlier rounds 1 through 3. That's when commotion. The respawns are lower. You guys are fighting for these weapons, and it is crazy. But when you get to the higher respawn rounds, it's all about winning the initial fights. It's like old school execution. You go out there, you run your base strat, you run whatever strat you want to run. You get your numbers, you pick off those kills. Right. You slay 3 people, and you get a power weapon. That should guarantee you to round 1, okay? If there's no power weapon there, like a boom shot or a drop shot or M-bar, something to kind of get some more kills, if you're not really playing for nothing right there, those dominations become a lot harder. So you gotta have confidence in your team that, hey, we're gonna win the team fight, and when we win a team fight, we're gonna have the tools that we need to close this round out.
I'm so impressed with
not thinking that, and not thinking that if we lose the team fight, that, hey, we're gonna have a drop shot. No, you gotta think the other way.
That was, again, another fantastic round from ALG. It really is, and a lot of people may look at this and think, oh, this is a blowout. But for ALG, this is going to give them so much confidence going into the remainder of their games. Like, it really will. This is a team who have already caused a huge upset. They're the first team ever to give up the gaming in L in pool play, and now they're playing very, very confidently. They're seem cool, calm, collective. Everything they're doing, they're making the right decisions. they could really throw a spanner in many people's bracket predictions.
And I'm happy, you know, everyone in this venue and everyone in the world got to see these guys kind of blossom this event.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, we're seeing an awesome AOG team here.
We really are.
Definitely a threat here. These boys are definitely contenders.
So this is my key, though. This is my key, though, right? It's all good and well doing it day 1.
Yeah.
But you got to do it day 2, and you sure as hell have to do it day 3.
Yeah,
no one remembers what happens day 1. No one remembers what happens day 1.
And that's the one thing, even with like Optic, like, you know, losing that match here in pool play against these guys, like, my thing is, even if your crazy prediction was true when they went 0-2 in pool play,
right?
Man, if Optic went on a losers bracket run and they had all those feeder teams to kind of get momentum and they go on that run, I don't think anybody will stop them. I think they'd just be so focused and we will see one of the nastiest comebacks ever.
I don't know, man. I think they might get tired. I'm sticking with my prediction until it dies, okay, guy? I have to.
They get gassed out here.
ALG is just, they're in fine form right now.
They're not conditioned like that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just, you know, I have to stick with my bold prediction.
No, but that was the point. They're not conditioned for those long runs. That's true.
It is, but for ALG, again, they are just making a point out of Fable. And this is what I still find interesting, right? And I thought we may see it change in Season 2. If you are Fable, right, and you know one of your best maps in Foundation, but you also know that one of Allegiance's best maps is in Foundation, why are you picking it? I feel like everyone,
best map in Foundation and their best map is Foundation.
Yeah, there comes a point where you have to think, all right, what is my opposition weak at? What can we exploit? Like, to me, that would be how I would approach that.
But their weakness also needs to be your strength, right? That's why I think maps like, even if it's a map like Impact, where you're the best team at Impact, if that thing slips through, you pick that, because it's like, you know,
100%, right?
We've been preparing for Impact, but you just got to say, hey, you know what? Our game is better than their game here on Foundation, and, you know, leave it at that.
I mean, this is flawless, right? I think everyone can agree. Now we're at, what, 20-second respawn, final round of the first half here, 5-0 in favor of Allegiance. Can't praise them enough. Everything is going correct. I mean, just the fights that they're taking, the rotations that they're taking, it really is a sign of a Tier 1 team that we're witnessing today.
Yeah, you know, you got to give these guys all the credit right here. They're definitely in sync right here. Currently, you got them controlling 2 hills. We're going to be on a 20-second respawn, so Phelps, he needs to be patient going in here. He can't get down. And so they know that they got him peppered up. Here comes the rest of the reinforcements. They need to get some good smokes. ALG playing on the defensive, which is smart. They don't need to be on top of that hill, but drop shot coming out. Gonna bank off the wall, land exactly where it needs to, but not able to get the kill there. But he's gonna have 2 more left in the chamber. That's gonna be a big one, but he killed his teammate and missed everybody else.
Out of the 3 people to aim at, he killed his teammate.
And that's just unfortunate, you know. And you know, you don't know that if your teammate's gonna move in that direction, but
it's just funny.
Still, you at least hope that you at least got one of them as well in that.
B Hill still neutral. Fable, though, they will be losing.
But they won the fight, though. Somehow, some way. They managed to back AOG out of that situation. It was mainly because of the drop shot. Even if he's missing shots with those drop shots, just the fact that he has it, yeah, you got to respect it every single time.
Most definitely do. And now home hills both going to be controlled by ALG. Fable do have the mid-neutral. And we'll see exactly how this is going to play out. The C hill now is also being neutralized as well, but no, ALG, they're going to stay there. They want to defend this. Hydron goes for the push. It's crazy. Franco picks up the kill as well.
Yeah, and they're just sitting pretty in this hill. They're feeling comfortable. They know that, hey, you know what, let's send one person back to B. Okay, everybody, let's get these guys off the respawn. Kraz looking to try to, he needs to clean up his kill off the ground. He's going to push it with his shotty out. He's going to get it. Has one more in front of him, but he's trapped between 2 different people. He's going to get crossed out here as well. Still 2 hills in favor of Allegiance. They're racking up these points, Benson. Now they're going to have somebody kind of push down the B. B's being decapped. Fable needs to get their home hill right now.
I feel like this is one of those moments where you can appreciate how Allegiance has improved so much in terms of all of their individual players. When you put them together here, they're just not making reckless decisions. They're not making silly mistakes, right? They recognize, hey, we got a 2-to-1 hill advantage. Neutralize C. Let's see if we can slay out. If they slay out, they'll go for the trip cap. If they don't, they can just back away and play on that 2 cap. It's just, again, very, very good play coming out of ALG. I cannot praise them enough. As if the scoreboard doesn't do it for you, right? 5-0.
Nah, yeah, that's very, very true there. And now I'm looking to try to push over here and get this home hill, taking some shots. They're good right here. This is a good good play to kind of, you know, they want to keep control of this home hill. It's going to be a 1v1 on the B hill for control over that, which I think Sam just won here as well. So his team is not going to get dominated here just yet. He's going to back out, try to regroup with them. He's the last man alive here. But
can I go back in time and change my predictions on the bracket show? Is that nope. Can we work on that? Can I make a time machine or something?
We're gonna have to just do new predictions tomorrow.
See, Rob just looked at me and said money, but nah. My bet with Rob, remember, was if Fable won this game.
Mm-hmm.
I have VOD proof. I have VOD. Okay. Said it.
Fable, you know, 1 round away from winning his bloodbath.
Now, this is done. Let's be honest. This is done. Like, this is over. Like the remainder of this game, even if Fable wins 2 or 3 rounds, you have to give ALG so much respect. They are playing like a tier 1 team right now. It's impressive stuff to see. And again, my question is, it's all good and well seeing you do it on Friday.
Yeah.
Will they turn up on Saturday and Sunday? If they do, oh my God, I can't wait to see our bracket.
Well, I will also say this is the first time we've seen Fable in this position before, you know, this isn't the first time we've seen them take this tournament route where they came out, you know, 3rd in pools or something, and they've made that run into top 8 throughout the, you know, Saturday night and Sunday here as well. You know, after this matchup, you know, they're gonna have a difficult one against Optic right after this.
I mean, we always talk about how tough losers brackets are, right? But you gotta remember, Gears of War escalation can last so long. If you go to a game 3, that's almost 2 hours, right? You start in losers round 1. Mm-hmm. How many hours are you gonna have to play, like on your Saturdays and Sundays? It's such a brutal thing. It really is. That's why you don't see many massive losers bracket runs occur.
Yeah, but I guarantee your shots are going to be on point. You know, I'd rather play a top team after winning 6 matches in losers bracket. You know, because I would have, you know, came.
No, I 100% agree with you. But there comes a point when you do play that top team. How mentally drained are you?
Nah, or how confident are you?
No, how tired are you? You've been playing all day. You haven't eaten.
That's what Red Bull's for,
bro. I think this may be one thing that we just naturally disagree.
Have you ever made a losers bracket run before?
I have, actually.
How many games did you play?
I played 6 games.
6 games?
I was tired.
Oh, okay, no, see, back in, you know, Orlando 2008, lost first round, split screen, okay?
I remember you told me this before.
I had to win 10 games. The picture I got on my desktop at work, that was from that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to win 10 games to get out of that bracket.
Did you win the event?
No, but I lost.
Doesn't matter then.
I lost to the team that won an event, so.
All right, so you practically won the event, right?
All right.
Practically.
Any team that beat me in champ bracket back then had won an event for 4 events in a row. So the first team I lost to always won an event. I was good luck to people like that.
Look at you.
But that
always a nice guy.
But that is something tiring, but I guarantee you start playing on a different level when you start making those losers bracket runs here.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I think it affects different people differently, though.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say. Back to this one, though. Of course, Fable do have the lead in points, 144 to 136, but at 6-0 down, we'll see if they're going to be able to hold out. Obviously, comebacks 1 round at a time. It would be epic and, to be frank, kind of unbelievable if they were able to do it, but we'll see. Rising, of course, now on that home hill, looking to try and pick up the kill on Sam. Sam goes down. A big double, but Craze is there to clean up. As it stands, though, Allegiance do have the leads in point.
Yeah, Craze needs to get in there quick, though, before he gets flanked, I believe. I can't remember if this is his home hill or not, but yeah, he needs to get in there soon. Just trying to get out of there, waiting for his team, and yeah, he was waiting for reinforcements, so that was his home hill there. And so now picking up that kill, but you still see Allegiance here with the lead, with the 2 hill advantage. Nobody's going to be in position to get E. They're going to have to deal with, I think that's Rezik over there. Going to have to deal with him if they want control over that one. Now they got to push forward. They just need to go. Just need to hold A on your controller, roadie run, and just kill whatever comes past you. But that's going to be it, folks. ALG take map number 2, 7-0.
That was one hell of a statement from ALG. They look, I mean, this is what's crazy to me. Look at them. They don't even seem like too hyped. You just 7-0'd arguably the best team in Europe, and you're just like, yep, business as usual, business as usual. And to me, that is the most important part of that game. They are just locked, and they are in the zone.
They had map control. They outslayed them. What really popped out at you the most?
They embarrassed the hell out of them. That really popped out to me. I mean, that's
simple, right?
Again, it's Friday, so it's all right. But overall, this ALG team, you know, we talk about composition a lot in Gears of War. Yeah. They have a really good composition. And, you know, if you're not too familiar with Gears, you know, you got your front spawn, you got your first couple guys are going to go out there. They're going to initiate the fight with Nashers. Then you got your shot callers, you got your support players, and finally your anchor and your guy playing home hill. And you know what this team is doing is they're shooting for each other.
Yeah.
They're playing smart gears. You know they're not taking any dumb fights, and it's showing. So if they can keep this up.
No, definitely. And with Fable, I mean, they looked really good map 1. Map 2, they looked kind of winded. They were down on each other. We saw their faces. They were just completely checked out.
Yeah.
Benson, say it again. What does this team need to take it to the next level?
They need a damn coach, man. Like, let me tell you, if I was still behind that team after map 1, the number one thing I would say is forget about it. It doesn't matter. Map 2, this is your best map. We're going to absolutely dominate. Not having that, you instantly know that the conversation that players have, you guys all know as players yourself. I know some of you dabbled in coaching as well. Yeah. Like, if you don't have that, someone could say one small toxic thing. All it takes is one small toxic comment like, oh man, we sucked that map. Bad vibes.
And I'll touch more bases on that, more about it in just a second. But I want to get more in detail with that a little bit later.
I'm just saying.
No, Allegiance is definitely a fun team to watch, but we're going to take it to main stage with Farouk.
Hey, my man Franco, you guys just took down Fable pretty easily. Those last 10 rounds to finish the map there went all to you guys. How did Allegiance do that?
Honestly, they got the 4 rounds on lift, and like, you know, it went 4-4 and we 7-4 them. But like, in my head, I told my teammates, look, this is what I meant. We beat Optic, and we got 2 over our head. Fable, anybody we play against, won it just as bad. So we got to want it more. And we just can't get too cocky. We haven't won a championship. It's not Sunday. We're not walking out with a trophy yet. And we have to show that we want it more than everybody. And we have to play everybody and respect them, but at the same time, show no respect and work as a team and wolf pack around the map. So that's how we won the next 10 rounds straight.
Now, yeah, speaking of that, I mean, you talking about how you aren't finished yet. This is not Sunday. You haven't done anything yet. And you guys are playing with that type of calm. You even heard our casters talk about the calm you guys are playing with. Where's that coming from? You guys haven't played together for like years. So where's that calm coming from?
Honestly, with Shock and Crash, I've played with Shock and Crash like 2 events. I played with Crash for like 8. And like, you know, last season, our old team was just really hype and everything. And we'd get over our heads and the game's not over yet. So like this season, we took a step back with this team, and when after it's all done, said and done, and we sit at 7 on our side, then we can get excited and congratulate each other. But other than that, man, we gotta take it round by round because anything can happen. So we have to stay humble and keep pushing these rounds round by round.
Final question: who's going to stop Allegiance here in Dallas?
Nobody. Absolutely nobody. I'm so confident with these 4 individual players. Nobody's stopping us.
Nobody's stopping them, fellas. Allegiance and Franco, they 2-0 in pool play. See what you got.
Thank you, Farouk. Benson, okay, we all know that you're a guy that's really good with predictions. Okay, Allegiance.
I made a bold one.
Okay.
I made a bold one.
Allegiance, they made a statement against Optic Gaming.
Yep.
Yeah.
They made a really good statement against Fable and Map 2. How far are they going to go?
I'm gonna be honest. It's all good to hop on the hype train and be like, oh, this team is gonna go really far. We saw. I mean, you even made the point, right? They're playing fundamentally correct. Their composition is perfect. But I'm not gonna say anything until we see them play that first game in champ bracket, right? Okay. If they come out, it doesn't matter who it's against. It makes no difference to me who they play. But if they play the same exact way they just did, and they did earlier on in today, I feel like that's when we can really judge this team. Because it's all good and well to be like, yeah, this team, they're gonna go really far. But you have to see them do it in games which really, really count that little bit more.
Oh, definitely. Blaze.
You know, when it comes down to it, I see Allegiance, they're coming out number 1 in Africa. That's it. You know? And so if they go into Optic spot, and especially the way that Echo's playing, Echo's going to come out number 1 as well. They're going to get that CMG rematch. Okay?
Yes.
And in that even at CMG, they took maps on them. But Echo Fox, they was never thinking that Allegiance was going to take a map off of Optic, right? So now Echo Fox is going to have to say, hey, we need to respect these guys a little bit more, But they're going to come in with so much confidence. They definitely feel like they're just a different team right now. So if we see that, that's going to be an exciting one.
It's really beautiful. I saw that game in person, and it was pretty annoying because when Echo Fox went against Allegiance, praise, he was just running wild, laughing. You suck. And, he's great. I'm going to give it to him. But I want to see Allegiance have that revenge. It's going to be a good revenge game. Immortal Spawn, one thing that I think a lot of people agree with is that Allegiance plays kind of similar to Echo Fox in terms of setups and having an ordered gameplay. What does Allegiance have to do in order to catch Equifox off guard if they make it that far?
Absolutely, yeah. They just need to keep going. They need to set the tone. They need to set the tone in the match, you know? Just keep the aggressive up. And I had the pleasure of teaming with Rezik at the start of last year. And I tell you, the heart in Rezik, and he is such an improved player from last year, but, you know, I saw it in him. I saw the passion. I saw the heart. What he brings to this team with his front spawn, and if he's hitting those fights and if he's playing confident, you know, the biggest thing with this team is how they're going to take a loss in this tournament if they did. If they do take a loss in this tournament, how can they, you know, shake it off and keep composed? That's what's going to be the difference, I think.
No, you're definitely right, but there's some big news coming from Open Bracket. I'm going to send it over to Fallout.
Hey guys, Fallout here live where all the magic happens. It is the Open Bracket, and there is no event like a Gears of War event, that is for sure. We are live in Dallas, Texas, which is becoming quite the mecca for esports. And of course, Gears of War leading the way by hosting the inaugural Season 2 event here. It has been a blast so far. The energy is heating up behind me in the Open Bracket. Optic Gaming lost to Team Allegiance. It has been an unbelievable tournament so far. If you are local to the Dallas area, get here now. We are at the Dallas Convention Center, downtown Dallas. We still have Saturday, and of course, we still have Championship Sunday ahead of us. A lot of great action coming live from the Gears of War Pro Circuit in Dallas this weekend. Get over here, enjoy the action, but until then, back to the casters on the desk.
I definitely agree with Fallout. Listen, you make it to land and you have to make a statement.
Yeah. True.
But Blaze, I saw you had something on your mind.
Well, no, earlier when Benson was talking about the coaches and he was just saying, you know, kind of what they need to focus, like, I was talking to Prison earlier and I was telling him how to say, hey, you need different coaches for different teams, right?
Yes. Sure.
Sometimes you have a coach that can call strats, you know what I'm saying? Call strats and really be that team in-game leader for you. Sometimes you need coaches to kind of keep it organized when it comes down to doing timers, making sure you don't push, knowing where your teammates are responding. And sometimes you need coaches to be motivational leaders, okay?
Psychological.
You might not need to make any input on the game because your team is so well at doing it. You just need them to say, hey, yo, good try. Yo, great double. Do something like to keep you hyped and keep you motivated. So you need to, if you want a coach, you need to figure out what is our team missing and then you go search it.
I'm curious to hear what you think.
Yeah.
But I actually had this conversation with him in Season 1, and it was word for word almost exactly what you just said, Guy. And my conclusion was they don't need someone to time anything, right? They don't need someone calling strats. It's literally a sight game for them. I really think it is. Am I crazy?
You need a hype man.
No, you're right. And, it's something that you don't always think about. But on LAN, there's so many things that you can use to your advantage that you can't do anywhere else. Like at a live tournament, for example.
Here we go.
My favorite type of coach is one that we don't see often. It's just one that talks smack the whole time. One that is just trying to get in the other coach's head. One that's just trying to get in the other player's head. In between matches, just go talk smack to them.
I don't think the coaches are allowed to talk smack.
Why not?
I get what you're saying.
Well, whatever the case is, man. There's